All right, hi, welcome to Pilates. We're going to be doing an intermediate-ish Pilates today. I'm going to give you options to kind of tone it down if you need to. Um, yeah, just you and gravity today, no props. And we're going to start standing. I know probably a lot of you are already sitting or lying down, but let's just stand up for a minute. I've been kind of liking in my own practice to start standing. You sort of get some weight on the feet, right? We kind of wake those guys up. We're going to bring the heels together, find a little Pilates stance here, pull the abdominals in, try to drop your tailbone and just find whatever great posture you can find right here. Let's just take a deep breath in, big inhale, and try to lengthen your waist and reach up through your side bodies instead of your shoulders. And then exhale, push the walls apart. Feel like the crown of your head is lengthening to the ceiling. Again, big inhale. If you want to rise up onto the toes, you can. Good. And then exhale, reach the walls apart. Try to keep the length as you lower. One more time like that. Just a big expansive inhale. And exhale, feel the ribs melting down, feel the heels lowering with control. We're going to bring the arms up. You're going to grab the right wrist, and you're going to lengthen up and over to the right. So think about your side bodies lengthening, especially the one underneath, and just feel that really great stretch. Press down into the feet, and then lengthen to lift. Let's grab the opposite side. Lift your waist, ground your feet, and lift up and over. It's like you're taking your rib cage up and over to the side. We're going to do one more each side. Lengthen up, reach over. This feels really, really good. Try not to bring your shoulders up to your ears. Lift in the center. Last one. Up and over. Good. And then lift tall in the center. Bring the arms down. We're going to come down to the mat. We're going to start with our 100. We're going to do a progressive 100 today. You're welcome to stop at any point if that feels like where you want to be. Otherwise, you can come along with. Start with the feet down. Pull the abdominals in. Curl the head and shoulders off the mat, arms long. We're going to pump and breathe here. So really pull in. Try to be heavy into the mat. Inhale, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring legs to tabletop and continue. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one like this. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, abs in and up. Now the last ones, we're going to stretch the legs out. They can be higher up if they need to be, or they can be lower. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, big inhale. And exhale, push all the air out. Good. Lower down, you can bend the knees. Half roll down so you can grab the backs of your legs. You can come up to seated. We're going to warm it up a little more before the half roll down, or before the roll up. So hold here if you need to. You're going to pull the belly in, sort of round back to your belt line here. Try to be heavy through those feet or those heels. Exhale, scoop deep in, and come back up. If you don't need the support of the arms, you can be here. Inhale, curl back, tighten, exhale, scoop and lift. Inhale, curl back. Deepen, exhale, and come up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale back. Really zip up those thighs. Scoop, exhale to come up. Last one. Inhale back. And exhale, come up. Good. Curl all the way down. We're going to go into the full roll up, or I'm going to move my water. You can stick with the half roll down if you need to. Arms lengthen back. Lift. Try to peel up through the arm. Exhale over the legs. Pull the belly back and stretch through the spine. Inhale, keep that C curve as you curl down with control. Reach back. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. Inhale, roll down. Exhale and down. Let's do 2 more. Lift the arms, peel the spine up. Scoop back as you reach over the legs. Rolling down with control. And down, last one here. Lift, scoop. This one always feels really good. Exhale. Now flex the feet really strongly. Push the heels away. Zip the legs and roll all the way down with control. Nicely lift the right leg up. You can bend it in first, kind of pull it to the side a little bit, stretch the side of that hip, and then straighten it, hold behind it, maybe point and flex your foot. Whew, I've been doing a lot of boot camps lately, and I am tight. Stretch. Good. Arms down by your side. Let's turn the leg in a circle. Cross over the midline first. Circle around up 1. Around 2. 3. Catch and lift it. Reverse it here. Now lengthen up. If you don't I am, you can stay right at the here. Keep reaching out into the floor. Good. Give that leg one more quick stretch, and then let's scissor switch. You can bend the left knee in, pull it out to the side a little bit, kind of stretch the outer hip, and then straighten it up. Push that thigh into your hands, point and flex your foot a couple times. And just feel long on the mat here. Ribs are in. Arms are down and pressing. Cross over the midline, circle up 1. Cross, reach it away, lift 2. Circle around up 3. Again, you can stay small at the top if you need to. You want to stabilize those hips as best you can. Now reverse it. Around, lengthen down up. Push out through that right heel and push the back of the right thigh into the mat. 2 more here. Nicely done. Grab behind that leg, give it a stretch. Bend the knee in, bring the other knee up. Hold behind the thighs, rock up to seated for rolling like a ball. You can stick with the half roll down if you don't want to roll. Otherwise, come along with me. Hug the shins, or you can hold behind the thighs, round over. Inhale back, hips up. Exhale up, you up. Lead with your center. Pull the waist back into the mat. 3 more. Inhale back. Exhale up. Try not to throw the heels back. Try to lead from your center of gravity back. Deepen up. Last one here. Inhale back. Exhale up. Nicely done. Center yourself on your mat. Bend the knees in. Make yourself the tightest little ball that you can. And then hold on to the right shin with both hands. Stretch the left leg out for single leg stretch. And switch. As you pull one leg in, you really reach that leg out, right? You have some support here for the head and the shoulders. Reach that opposite leg long. For 4 and 4. Lower the head if you need to. 3 and 3. 2 and 2. 1 and 1. Both knees in. Rest the head down. Pull the abs in again. Scoop the head and shoulders off the mat. Make yourself a tight, tight, tight little ball. Now inhale, reach the arms back and the legs out. Exhale around. If you need to be closer to the ceiling, you're here. And around, right? Less tension on the back. Inhale up. Exhale out. If you can do more, you're reaching back, pulling in. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale in. Keep your gaze at your center. Exhale around. Abs in tight, reach. And around. Good. Rest the head. We're going to do the scissor next. Pull the belly in, curl the head and shoulders off, reach the legs tall. Hold behind the right leg. You can be here on the thigh or up to the calf or closer to the foot. Pull this leg in, reach the left leg out. Now push the right thigh forward a little bit, stretch that left leg longer. And now switch. Hold this side for a second. Reach the right leg out, push the left thigh forward. And now let's switch and pull. Pull, 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 pull. Reach the thighs apart. Deepen the waist into the mat. Pull from the back and pull. Good. You can rest the head if you need to and pull. Let's do 2 more sets. Pull, 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 pull. 1 more each side and pull. Good. Legs up. Bend the knees. Rest it down. We're going to do lower lift here. Either you can scoot the hands under your hips and do it with your head down, or the hands are behind the head. You curl the head and shoulders off. We're just going to do 1 leg at a time today. Anchor the left leg. The right leg reaches out and away and pulls back up. Right leg out. Lengthen, scoop up. 2 more on the side. Up. Last one on the side. Good. Now press the right foot up to the ceiling. Lengthen the left leg out. Scoop to lift. Reach it long. Scoop it up. 2 more. And up, make these smaller if you need to. You always want to keep the lower back happy, right? Bend the knees, rest the head. We'll do a quick crisscross and move on. Curl the head and shoulders off. Turn to the right. Stretch the left leg out. Try to pull the shoulder off toward the knee. Twist to the other side. Shoulder off toward the knee. Let's pick up the tempo. First 6. Twist 6. And 5. And 5. Scoop the belly 4. And 4. Shoulders on the back 3. And 3. Just 2 more, you can do it. And 2. Last one each side. And 1. Whew. Rest down to the mat. It's like a nice big long stretch. Like someone's pulling your wrists and your ankles apart. Scoop the waist. If you want to kick it up, you can do a roll up like me, or you can just rock up to seated. Inhale, come up. Ooh, tired abs. Exhale, over. Good. Let's sit up nice and tall. You can stay where you are. I'll turn to face you here for spine stretch forward. Reach the arms out. Pull the belly and lift up from the floor. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lift up and over. Try not to just hinge forward at the hip, right? Really try to scoop up, curl your abs into yourself. Inhale, stack tall, and stay tall for the exhale. Yeah, watch those shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lift the spine up and over. You're trying to make more space in between your vertebrae. Inhale, lift up. Tall for the exhale. You can always soften the knees here too if you need it for your lower back. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale, lift up. Tall on the exhale. Last one here. Big inhale to lift. Exhale over. Inhale, stack tall. And stay tall for the exhale. Nicely done. Lower those arms. Let's do a little open leg rocker here. This is where you can start, right? It's just sort of a more open, rolling like a ball if this is where you are, right? Otherwise, we're trying to find that teaser. Push the thighs forward, lengthen the legs, use the support to try to get a little bit long in your spine, and then drop the head forward, scoop your belly, inhale back, exhale up. Try to pull, fight that balance at the top, right? Inhale back, exhale up. Woo! Sometimes we don't come all the way up. I feel like a little turtle rolling on my shell. Inhale back. Really push through the legs. Use the support to get up out of the hips a little bit. 2 more. Or you're here. Inhale back. Exhale up. Last one. Hips up. You up. We're holding it here. Close the legs. Try to reach for your little teaser here, right? All the way down into the mat. Rock your hips side to side a little bit. Corkscrew, right? We did it with one leg at a time already. Now we're doing both legs at one time, drawing circles, right? So lift the legs up, press the arms down. Keep these small if they need to be. Just try to glue the legs together as best you can. Take a big inhale, tip the legs to the right. Down in the center, out to the left, up to 90. Inhale to the left. Down in the center. Use that exhale to pull the legs back into your center. Inhale to the right. Exhale around and up. Make these teeny tiny if they need to be. Inhale to the left. Down, around. Exhale up. 1 more to each side. Last one here. Good. Give those knees a nice hug. Whew. Let's rock up to seated for saw. Centered on your mat, legs open to the side. I'll face you. You guys can just stay right where you are. Arms out to the side here. So again, soften the knees if that helps you get up out of your lower back a little bit, up out of your hips. Inhale, feel the height. Now exhale, start to turn to the right. Try not to lose any of that height. Turn the ribs around the spine and then lengthen up and over. The arms pull apart. You pull the opposite hip back into the mat. Inhale up tall in the center. Start your exhale. Turn around the spine and then lift the spine up and over the leg. Push the right hip down and back. Inhale, tall in the center. Exhale, turn, reach, stretch. Inhale, tall. Exhale, turn, reach. Just feel that twist and that lengthening up and over. Let's do one more each side. Inhale, tall. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Last one here. In this way. Reach those arms apart. Good. Now let's come up tall in the center. Try to relax the legs a little bit if they've gotten tight. Quads get tight on that one. We're just going to add a little stretch here. So you're going to turn. You're going to reach. Try to reach for the opposite, the outside of your leg. Maybe you can go all the way to the foot. And now just use some pressure to pull the opposite hip back. You can even put the hand behind you, the one that's behind you. And then can you twist the ribs just a little bit more? Just hang out here for a second. Just take a nice deep breath into those tight spots. Whew, and then come up tall. Let's do it on the other side. Twist here. Keep the opposite hip back. Try not to pull it forward. Reach around. Maybe you're just grabbing the shin. That's fine. Put the back hand behind you if you need it, or grab the bottom of the foot, and just kind of use that to accentuate that twist a little bit more. Look back at that back hand. Good. Whew. Nice and tall in the center. And then arms down. Woo, woo, woo. All right, let's do some extensions here. So we're going to flip over onto your belly. So all the way down here. Let's just start small with these. Woo, not used to the mic. All right, so stack your hands. Place your forehead right down on your hands. Flatten out your feet if you can. Press your legs heavy and your hips heavy. Now pull the belly in and just float the forehead, hands, elbows, and heart all up off the mat. And then lower down with control. You can keep the forearms on the mat to do this as well if you need more support for your back. Just lengthen and lift the chest and the neck and the head. And then lower back down. We're going to do two more. Pull the belly up. Try to lengthen your waist as you hover off. You can feel the whole back firing up. Lower down, last one. Pull the belly in, stretch the legs back, hips heavy, and lower down. Good. You can stick with this, or we're going to kind of move on. We're going to put the hands under the shoulders and come up a little bit higher, only if your back wants to, right? Press the legs long, pull the belly in, lift up as high as you can, and then press a little higher. Try to pull the spine forward. We never crunch into the lower back, right? You want to lengthen away from the hips. And then lower down with control. You should feel a stretch through the abdominals, hopefully. Float the hands off, peel up as high as you can, press to come up a little bit higher. Try to keep those shoulders down. Use the pressure of the hands to kind of isometrically pull towards your hips and lengthen your heart forward. And lower down with control. Let's try one more like that. Float the hands off, lift up, press into the mat and lengthen. Now hold it here. Just turn and look right. Lower the head. We're just drawing a little half circle and center. Let's go the other way. Turn to the left. Lower the chin. Look over to the right. And then center. Lower back down to the mat. Sit back on your heels here. Press your hips back. Let's take a child's pose. Widen the knees. Maybe bring the big toes to touch. Reach forward and pull the belly in. As you breathe, feel your back filling up with air. Scoop your abs to exhale. Let's come back out for single leg kick. Prop yourself up. Forearms can be parallel, or you can make a fist in front of you, cover it with your other hand. Pull the elbows towards your waist. Lengthen your spine forward. We just found that swan position. Let's find it again here. Kick the right heel to the glute, two little kicks, and switch. Left, kick, kick. Right, kick, kick. Left, kick, kick. Right, kick, kick. The leg that's not kicking is lengthening out. You can hover the knees off if you want a little bit more in the hamstring. Use the butt and the hamstring to pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, switch. One more each side. Good. Legs down. Let's sit back on the heels one more time. Stretch those shoulders. Good, let's come back out one more time. We're going to do a bit of a modified double leg kick here. You're going to turn your head. I have my mic, so I can't put it all the way down, but put your left face cheek on the mat. Hold your hands behind you. So 3 kicks here. So bend the knees, bring the heels up. Kick, kick, kick. Push the feet down. You can keep the hands holding as you pull back, or you can just reach past the hips here. Turn the head, lower down. Nice and easy on these, right? Pull the belly up, 3 kicks, kick, 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 press down, reach back. So you're lengthening the legs and the spine in opposite directions. We're just going to do one more each side. Turn the head, kick, 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 push down. You can turn the palms in and just reach long to your thighs. Lower down, last one, kick, 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 push down and stretch back. Legs in one direction, spine in the opposite. Good, hands on the mat. Last rest pose here. And we'll move on. Yes, please, that would be great. Turn. All right. We're going to do a little neck pull here and then a bridge. So the neck pull. You can just go to here, stop, scoop and come back up like a modified, or you can do the half roll down here, right, as an alternative. But we're going to have the legs long, feet flexed, about hip width apart. Hands are behind the head. We're going to start seated. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, curve over forehead to knee. Inhale, stack tall. This is where you can modify if you need to. We're going to hinge back and roll all the way down. You can just come right back up and over if you need to. Come all the way down. Now, if you can keep the hands behind the head to roll up, do. If you need them in sort of a roll-up position, that's fine too. Forehead to knee, round over. Lengthen the spine tall. Tip back from the hip. Keep the width through your collar, but curl down from the hips. Inhale up. If you need the backs of the thighs, that works too. Exhale over. Lengthen up. Flex the feet. Push out through the legs for support. So the legs are going that way. My abs are pulling back this way. Just doing one more time. Inhale up. Reach out through the legs. Exhale over. Inhale, stack. Tip it back. Curl it down. All the way. Nicely done. My head is not on the mat. I'm going to rectify that. And then we're going to stay on the back for bridge. Walk the heels in toward your sit bones. If you can have the legs and feet all the way together, do that. If you need a little wider base, that's fine too. Just don't let the knees float out to the side, right? Push into the feet. Push into the backs of the arms. And just lift your lap. Feel the thighs and the knees reaching forward, right? The rib cage is heavy and it wants to just collapse right into your neck and your chest. The longer you reach out through the knees, the longer you can keep your waist, right? And then lower down. From the top of the spine, roll it down. Try to get each vertebra down. You can tuck the pelvis under to do that. Push into the feet and just rise up. Can you reach the arms a little longer, like you could touch the backs of your heels? Feel long. Feel the thighs and knees reaching forward. Hug the midline. And then roll down. We're going to do a little marching step to challenge. Push down into the feet. Curl up. Now, can you pull up under that left glute and push down into that left foot? Arms heavy. Just lift the right foot off and down. 1 or 2 inches. That's it. Now pull up under the right hip. Push down into the right foot. Arms heavy. Lift the left foot up and down. You're going to keep switching, so right lifts, left lifts. When you put both feet down, center it, right? Get ready for the other side. So you're pulling up under the stabilizing leg so that your hips don't droop. And left, 1 more each side. Lift the right. Try not to drop the right hip. Lift the left. Good. And then roll it down. Ooh, those are harder than they look. Bend the knees in. Rock your hips side to side a little bit. All right. Let's rock up. We're going to do our side kicks here. So I have my mic on that side. I'm going to turn this way. So whichever side you start on, I'm not going to cue right or left here, but you're lined up against the back edge of your mat. Your legs are kind of toward the front corner of the mat, right? So you want a nice straight spine. legs at 45 degrees. The bottom leg's your stabilizing leg, so you want to constantly and press it down. Top hand is right on the mat in front of you for support. If you can stabilize your torso, you can have your hand behind the head. Lift the top leg just hip height. Now reach it a little bit longer than the bottom leg, and then crease the hip as you kick the leg forward, and then reach the leg back. Pull the belly in and up to support that. We're going to go a little faster. Kick, kick, reach, stretch. Kick, kick, reach back. Pull your belly in to bring the leg forward. Pull it in, up to reach the leg. Kick, kick, reach, reach. As you do these, maybe you get a little bit more range as you kind of warm up the hip. Two more. Kick, reach back. Really squeeze that glute. Last one. Kick, kick, reach, reach. Good. Stack the legs up. Externally rotate the top leg, point the toe, and kick the leg up. Get some opening in that hip. And now flex the foot. Reach it longer than the bottom leg. And kick up. Flex, reach. Now check in with your waist. Keep it long even though you're lifting that leg. Not to crunch into it. Reach out. Kick it up. Lengthen long. Two more. Kick up. Reach out. Last one. Kick it up. Lengthen out. Good. Turn the leg parallel. Float the top leg just above the bottom leg. And from the hip, draw a circle here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. From the hip. Make sure it's lengthening as it turns. 2, 1. Nicely done. Bend the knee. Place the foot down in front. Or you can hold behind the ankle if you're doing it this way, or you can just drop the knee down. That's totally fine. But we're going to work some inner thigh here. The leg that's long on the floor, you're going to use the inner thighs and lift it as high and as long as you can. Lower it down, pull it right back up. Can you get a little higher, a little longer? Keep the hips stacked. Lower, lift up. Lower, lift up. Lower. Pull the belly in as that leg reaches out. Two more. Lift. Last one. Lift. Now we're going to draw a circle with it. Circle around, pull up 1. Circle around, squeeze it up 2. Around, up 3. Last one. Reverse it. Around, pull up 1. Around, pull up 2. 2 more here. Try to make those nice circles. Yes. Now hold the leg up. Place the hand on the mat. Can you reach the top leg out to the bottom leg? Can you hold it here? Can you lower both and lift both? Lower both, lift both. 2 more. Work that side, right? Work those obliques. Last one. Lower, lift, and then lower all the way down. Good. Let's do 3 bicycles in each direction to finish up the side. Lift that top leg. Kick it forward. Bend the knee. Pull it around. Stretch it to the back. Kick it forward. We already did these forward backs, right? Now we're working with levers. Long leg, short leg. When you bend the knee. Around to the back. Good. Stack it up. Leg hips are still stacked. Stretch the leg back. Bend the knee. Pull it around to the front. Reach it out to the back. Bend. Pull the knee into the chest. Reach the leg out. Last one. Back. Bend. Pull it in. Stretch it out. Stack the legs up. Nicely done. Let's flip to the other side. Set this right here. All right, so line yourself up against the back edge of the mat. Legs forward. Hopefully I won't kick that water bottle. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. All right, so hips are stacked. Lift the top leg hip height. Kick it forward. Stretch and reach. Use these first to figure out how you're going to balance yourself, right, with the weight of the leg going forward and then the weight of the leg going back, right? Can you use that bottom leg to stretch out? Can you pull the belly in more? This is not a rest for the abdominals, right? Kick, kick, lengthen, reach. Kick, kick, stretch back. Let's do 2 more. Kick, kick, reach, reach. Last one. Kick, kick, lengthen out. Good. Stack the legs up. Externally rotate the top leg. Point and lift. Flex to lower. Point and lift. Flex, lower. Try not to rock back and lower. Pull your belly in, waist long. Flex it out. 2 more. Kick it up. Make it longer than the bottom leg. Last one. Lengthen out. Turn the legs parallel. Circle from the hip. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Let's bend the knee. Place the foot in front of you. Hold behind the ankle, or you can let the knee fall toward the mat. Working those inner thighs. Stretch that long leg out. How high and how long can you lift it and reach it? Now lower it down. Pull it right back up. Lower down. Try to get a little more height and length with each repetition. Lift. Last one. Stay long on both sides of the waist. Now hold it up there. Circle it forward. Up 1. Circle forward. Up 2. Keep those hips stacked. 3. Really use those inner thighs and those abdominals. Let's reverse it. Around up 1. Around up 2. Around up 3. And 4. Good. Hold the leg up. You know what's coming. Hand in front for support. Reach that top leg out. Try to squeeze the legs together. Can you lower them both? Lift them both. Lower them both. Lift them both. 2 more. Work those obliques. Last one. Good. Lower the legs down. Let's finish up with a little bicycle here. Lift the top leg hip height. Kick it forward. Bend the knee. Around to the back. Stretch it out. Pull the belly in to support the weight of the leg. Around and back. Last time in this direction. And bend. Around and back. Good. Stack the legs up. Let's reverse it. Back. Bend. Pull that knee in. Stretch it out. Back. Bend. Pull in. Stretch. Last one. Nice. Reach the leg out. Let's turn on the back. Give yourself a nice stretch here. I'm going to reattach my mic. So bend the knees. Place the feet flat. Just do a little figure 4 stretch here. Left ankle on top of the right knee. You can stay right here. Push the knee out a little bit, or you can lift the bottom leg. Maybe use the elbow to push the left knee out to the side slightly. You can do whatever hip stretch you want here. This is just a suggestion. And let's switch it up. We're gearing up for our teasers. All right. Okay, so feet down. We're going to do some with the feet down, right? We're going to start with the arms here. And you're just going to curl up till the arms are parallel to the thighs. If you need the thighs at this point for help, hold behind them. Otherwise, push the feet down. You can adjust where the feet are and come up to your teaser. Right? You're leaned back a little bit. Right? The body and the thighs make a V. And then you're going to curl down. Squeeze the legs together, scoop your belly, and come down. Again, just let the arms come along for the ride. Curl the head and shoulders off, scoop and lift up. And then lower and down. We're going to do one more like this, just kind of warming it up. You can always stay right here. You don't need to continue. If you want to, zip the thighs together, knees are together, right leg is long. Do the same thing. It's like you're reaching for the toe. There's a $100 bill between your toes. Can you touch it? Curl it down, if only, right? Scooping up. We do the best teasers we ever did. Last one on this side. Scoop and come up. Try not to throw the arms. Hold it here. Let's switch it while we're up. Reach for that. Those bills between the toes. And lower. Curl up. Scoop your belly back as you lift. 2 more on the side. Scoop and come up. And lower. Keep those thighs zipped together. Last one. Now hold it here. Let's try for that teaser. If you want to lift the legs, heels together, knees bent, or maybe you're here. Can you lower the body and come back up? Just 2 more. You can be here. Lower the body. Back up. Bend the knees if you need to. Last one. Lower down. Come back up. And then everything down to the mat. Woo, nicely done. Whatever you did there, pat yourself on the back. Take a nice long stretch. All right, let's come on up. We're going to flip over for some swimming. Now, all just start on hands and knees. Those of you who want to stay on hands and knees are more than welcome to. Otherwise, we're going to go all the way down to the belly, right? Make sure the knees are under the hip, hands are under the shoulders. We're going to start by lengthening the right arm out and the left leg back. Pull through the waist. Neck is nice and long. You're just kind of looking at the front of your mat. And then back down. Let's switch it. Right arm, left arm, right leg. Reach out. Find the balance. Hug the midline. You're sort of hugging the arm in toward the head. Back leg into the other leg. Good. Right arm, left leg. Now really stretch. Find length through the waist. And down. Reach. And down. You're welcome to continue this if you want to move on. A little bit more swimming. We're going to lie all the way down. Reach the arms out. And in the same way, lift the right arm and the left leg. Water. Hips are heavy. Switch. Press and switch. Lift the arm from the upper back. Lift the leg from the string up. And switch. Good. Keep this going, or if you want to go for the full swim, float everything out. Big inhale. Long exhale. Big inhale. Long exhale. Last one. Big inhale. Long exhale. Reach, reach, reach. Stretch the waist. Let's sit back on the heels. Great job on those. Whatever you did is good. Feel it with you. Not usually doing this with you, but today I am. Okay, so we're going to finish up last 6 minutes here. We're going to practice those side planks that we did 2 weeks ago, if you were with me. So we're just going to start on the knees here in the center of your mat. You're going to put one hand behind the head, maybe if you're looking at me, the left hand, and you're going to reach the right hand down. You're going to come onto the right hand. You're going to reach that top leg out. So you can just hold it right here. Press the head back into the hand. Think about being between two panes of glass. You're pulling up from underneath, and you're pressing your head back. Find that diagonal. Could you float the long leg up? Put it back down. Float the long leg up and down. Remember those leg lifts we did with both legs? Finding the side, right? Use the whole side to lift and lower. Last one. Hold it there. Maybe you can reach, find a little star. Good. Hand behind the head. Let's come back up to both knees. Let's do the other side. Hand behind the head. This is great prep for side planks. If you're ever working on those. Head back into the hand, elbow up. Find yourself in that long diagonal between two panes of glass. Pull up from underneath the rib cage. Lift the top leg. Lower it down. Lift it up. Lower it down. Good. Stay long in the spine. Last one here. Lift and hold if you can. Maybe you can reach that top arm up. Find that little star. We're all stars. Good. Come on up to the knees. Whew. Let's do a little side stretch here. We're just going to sit on one hip. I'll give you the option to sit cross-legged for this whole thing if you can't do this. This can be hard on people's hips and knees. Sit on one hip. The heels can be pulled tightly under you, or you can open them a little bit, right? This can kind of be hard on the top hip. If you want to just be cross-legged here, it's the same thing, right? It'll be the same stretch. So you're going to lift the arm up of the hip you're sitting on, right? Hug the heels in with the other hand. Lift up, inhale, exhale, over. Can you tell we're thinking about our side bodies today? And lift up. Good. Again, inhale, lift. Lift up and over the side you're going to. Try not to collapse into that side. And tall. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Good. And then come down to the forearm. And then lift up and over. Pull up under the underside and try to open those ribs to the ceiling. Right? If you're sitting cross-legged, right, you might not come all the way down to that forearm, and that's totally fine. Good. Let's do the other side. So the mermaid. All right. So arm up of the hip you're sitting on. Big inhale to lift. Exhale, lift up and over that side. And then growing tall. Inhale, lift. Try to get both sides long. Try not to collapse that underside. And lift one more time. Inhale up. Exhale over. And then come down to the forearm. Lift the top arm over. Lift under the ribs to open those top ribs and kind of anchor down into the hips. Feel that big long stretch. Nice. Good. Let's turn. Find some mat behind you. So one more roll and stand up. And we'll finish up. You guys are almost there. So here's the seal, right? You can hold the shins and roll like we did in the beginning. Diving through the legs, holding the ankles on the outside. Right? So you're kind of pushing in with the inner thighs. You're pressing out with the arms. You're trying to find that curvature of the spine. Inhale back. Exhale up. All the same. If you want to add the heel beats, you can. If you don't know what the heck those are, don't worry about them. You can beat, beat, beat here. Hold your balance, beat, beat, beat at the top. Beat, beat, beat. These are inner thigh beats, by the way, not toe beats. More time. Or just roll. Just trying to find a nice massage of the spine. Come up, center it. And we're going to come to standing. We're going to roll down for a push-up. If you know that that's going to be too much for today, you can just be on the hands and knees right now and not standing. But have the mat in front of you, heels together, toes apart, abs in. Just like we started, nice big inhale here. Now here's your roll up standing, right? Imagine the floor is behind you and you're peeling off the floor one vertebra at a time. Roll down, pull your belly up for support. Soften the knees if you need to, touch the mat. Try to walk out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just hold this plank for a minute. Take a few deep breaths here. Push into the hands, spread the fingers, push into the fingertips. Try to keep the back of the hips level with the rib cage. Pull the belly up. Can you lengthen out through the heels and the crown of the head? Can you push down into the left toes and lift the right leg? Can you push down into the right toes and lift the left leg? One more each side, or just breathe into it. Drop to the knees if you have to. Stay with me. Good. Now, pike the hips. Feel that stretch in the shoulders. Maybe you want to walk the feet in a little bit. We're taking some stretches here. Push down into the heels. Got a nice downward dog going here. And then walk back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Toe heel the feet in, heels together. Grab opposite elbows. Just let your spine hang for a second. Shake your head yes and no. Pull your belly up. Let the arms hang. Keep the arms and the neck heavy. Pull the belly up. Use your abdominals to stack your vertebrae. Imagine they're stacking up like Legos. All the way up. Nicely done. You can stay where you are. I'm just going to turn to face you to finish. Let's take a big inhale here. Reach through the sides. Exhale, push the walls apart. You can rise up onto the toes just like we started. Maybe your balance feels a little better after doing some Pilates. Exhale, lower the heels with control. We're going to do one last time. Just fill the body with air. Feel the length in your spine. Feel the stretch. And exhale, lower. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Laura. I forgot to say that in the beginning. And it was a pleasure having you.